Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your last live afternoon hour of the day here at Highlight Crafts. We've been having a wonderful day with you so far. We've done a complete variety of shows. We've seen Thrifty Thursday, we've done stenciling, we've done rice paper, Minecraft Studio, we've been doing die cutting, card making. We've been doing it all. It's been a wonderful day so far, and it doesn't end there because we have another hour now to take you through with heat transfer vinyl, and we've got lots of different mediums that are going to work alongside all of that, from downloads to guides to help you within that entire process, along with our forever popular and favourite heat transfers that we launched for you only just a couple of days ago, and they have been incredibly busy. I think we managed to get some more of them in for you though now, and we've got the heat transfer vinyl as well in for the show. So keep us company, stay in touch, let us know what you're having for your lunch, what you're up to, what you're crafting with, and if you joined us last night as well for the birthday shows, it'd be wonderful to hear from you. Did you enjoy the night? Did you get everything that you wanted? Did you manage to get it all in your basket and checked out? Well, if you're, of course, we're shopping for your downloads, you can still get hold of all of those. A lot of the items from last night. Oh, dear me. Don't know where that came
it's
from.
getting to that stage, isn't it, when your voice is like, no, no more.
A lot of the items did sell out, but there is still quite a few there that you will be able to get your hands on, such as the goodie bag that we've only got a couple left. We managed to sneak into the last show. It's great to see you all in the comments. Keep us company. Maureen, Victoria and Ria says, hello again, back again. Hello again, as always. Wonderful to see you there. It's great to have you. Now, if you've not shopped with us here before at Highlight Crafts, and I'm sure plenty of you have, but for those of you who haven't, this is how it all works. It's super simple, incredibly easy, and of course fun to get involved, get inspired, watch, and also shop whilst you are enjoying the hours. Now, we come to you live Monday through till Friday, 8 a.m. while 2 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we'll also be coming to you 6 while 7 p.m. Of course, with the exception of a Wednesday night where we do 6 while half 7 for a triple trees. Also, as well, on a Saturday, we come to you live 8 while 1. And then on Sunday, you'll get the opportunity to see us in repeat form and, of course, in pre-recorded shows where you can sit back, relax, enjoy the shows, and maybe catch up on what you missed out on throughout the busy week ahead. Now, as well, along with all of that, whilst you're shopping and watching, you can get involved in every part of the show. If you want to get an item home to your front door, this is how it works. If you're joining us on Facebook or Instagram, quite simply type in the shop codes that you'll see displayed on your screen. They will pop up there on the screen whilst ever we're talking about them or whilst ever we're demonstrating them for you. All you need to do is type the word shop, followed by the item code underneath there. So for example, shop kit, you will see on your screen right now. Quite simply type that in, it'll add it to your basket, it will send you a direct message, and in that message there will be a link. You just need to click on the link that we've sent you. It'll take you to the Highlight Crafts website, and when you arrive there at the website, you will then be greeted by your basket filled with the items that you've been shopping for, and you'll also be able to add to that basket. You can go around the entire website, shop around, see what's coming up tomorrow, have a little look at what's on tonight, and you can get all of those ready and prepared for you to check out. Now, talking of checking out, please make sure to log into your Highlight Crafts account before you do so. It's really important for your benefit and your benefit only, because if you've not got a free Highlight Crafts account, create one. You're going to get discounts with every single purchase, free postage when you spend 35 and over. Also, as well, you're going to build up your points. And really important at the moment that you're definitely logging in before you check out, because your points and your basket spend, we are of course taking note of. And by Saturday midnight, what your spend will be accumulated within that time period. And of course, you will then have points that equate to an equivalent of that basket spend, such as a £300 basket spend in that time frame will then equate to 5,000 points, which will be £50 spent, such as all of the different basket spends. So please make sure you're definitely logging in. You can also shop on the website and watch us there too. And if you fancy it, put us on YouTube and you can watch us there as well. I'm not on my own though. I am joined, of course, by the wonderful Mel, who is our heat transfer vinyl connoisseur.
Oh, I don't know about that. Do you
I
want to go and get
that.
your lunch?
I will do in a second.
Go on,
yeah,
go.
sure.
Go on.
Now.
No,
Oh,
go eat.
oh, he took me carrot and parsnip soup. Lovely.
Again?
I
It
know.
look like a carrot and a parsnip.
This is the last bit of the batch.
You've had it every day, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Wow.
That means on my own I've eaten 14 parsnips and a whole bag of carrots.
I thought it was just your bronzer. Obviously not.
See
ya. Right, type the word win into the comments, please. We're going to do a bag and we're going to give it away. Right, we've got lots of different products on this show, so we're going to do it a little bit. It's a bit of a a mashup thing, really. I know we've said it as heat transfer, which it is, because you've got your heat transfer vinyl and your heat vinyl transfers. I know, I'm sure they do it on purpose, you know. We've got downloads for your scan and cut. We've got downloads from Minecraft Studio. We've got a centering kit for your t-shirts, etc., or your bags. We've got a kit that's got your heat-proof gloves in. We've got your tape for your sublimation or for your heat press. We've got a fabulous download from Digital Craftorium with lots of fonts and sentiments on there. And then we've got these. Look at these. How fabulous are these? I love these. Pencil cases, makeup cases, bags, cushion covers, t-shirts, all of the above. And they will go on to all different fabrics as well. Right, let's start down here with our heat transfer vinyl. Now, we've been bringing you this for quite a while with Scan and Cut. We haven't had it on a show for quite a long time. And when we brought you heat transfer vinyl originally, we bought it at 50 centimetre squares. And we got to a stage where we had a few left over, and I just went, cut them down. Let's just cut them down, because you really had to choose which colours you actually wanted. Now you're going to get every colour that we've ever done. And there's lots of different qualities of heat transfer vinyl out of here. This is the one that I would choose to use. It comes from the brand of Marathon. So if you know Marathon threads, this is an industry standard heat transfer vinyl. It feels thicker, it feels heavier. And you've also got that top layer on that becomes your transfer tape, which is super cool. So I'm going to show you how to cut this on your Scan and Cut in a little while. But in the meantime, this is the last of the stock. So when it's gone, it's gone. We're not bringing it back. So please get it while we've got it, because I don't want anyone missing out. And it's a fabulous, fabulous quality. So you've got your spring green in there, which is a beautiful colour. I'm obsessed with greens, but there's so many different tints, tones and shades. That is a proper spring pop of colour. You've got your white in there. You've then got one that I call Dairy Milk, because it looks like that colour. It's gorgeous. And then you've got your soft pink in here. Now these are 10-inch squares. All right, so you're going to get a really nice size piece of each. You never waste any of this, because you can scan all the waste bits in and get the most out of it. You've got a wonderful chocolate brown, the best red ever, a very blue beige red. It's gorgeous. You've got a soft lavender in there as well. You've also got the most beautiful teal. Look at that colour. It's gorgeous, isn't it? You've then got a navy. You've got quite a bright citrus lemon. It's not fluorescent though. It's not that really citrusy, like you look at it and you're like, oh, I'm not sure about that. It's gorgeous. You've got an aubergine colour in there. You've got a jet black. You've got almost like a cornflower blue. You've got more of a grass green. And then you've got a really bright teal blue in there as well. Now you're going to get all of those, instead of being $44.85, is that Amber? Yes. You're going to get all of them, all 15 colours, for $19.99 before you discount. Now, David was talking to you briefly at the beginning about what we're doing with our points. So on Saturday, it is officially our club highlight 3rd birthday, 3 years. Where's that gone? It doesn't seem like a year since we were sat upstairs deciding that we were going to do a club. I mean, that's just gone nowhere. It's quite scary, actually, I'm not going to lie. But what we've done is you buy this shop set, 30% of it, by the way, is already allocated, so you need to be quick. And you will get your points back and your discount as normal. All right, so you'll get everything that you normally get. On top of that, what we're going to do is any orders placed from midnight Tuesday to midnight Saturday will be collated together, added up. The total will be added up. Don't worry, we're not going to tell anybody. It's safe. I know we're all crafters. We know what it's like. We're going to add them all up. If you spent £50 or over, you're going to get 500 points allocated back to your account, as well as your regular points. This is a bonus. If you go over £100, you get 1,500, so that's £15. If you go over £200, you get 3,000, which is £30, and if you go over £300, you get £50 of the points back on your account. Now, they will be added from the 16th of February forward, right? Might not all be dead on the 16th of February, but it's from that date forward, because we have to do it all manually. I know, pain in the neck, but it's the way we have to do it. It's a system. So put these in. These will then start to build up, and you will get those extra points, which is amazing. Think about a bigger purchase too. Maybe a Scan and Cut, something like that, because you're going to get your discount, you're going to get your points, you're going to get free postage, and then you get your bonus points. I know what I'd be doing. Right, if you want that one, shop set, it is flying out. Please don't miss that. Right, I'm going to come to this end of the counter next and do this type of vinyl, and then we can go down the counter and do the other bits and then demo. So these are fabulous. Now, funnily enough, when we did our resin decals, the company that made the printers are on the same business park. These are on the business park over there where we used to be. It's like the universe has just given us all the buildings. I'm just looking forward to the hot tub that's going to turn up in the summer. Can you imagine that? Right, now then, cats. We love the cats, don't we? And what I love about this company, and I was like, it's a bit weird when I looked at these, because when you turn it round, look, they're not all white like previous ones are. That's because yellow is the most difficult colour to transfer. So they put extra yellow into the colour so that it works perfectly and you get that image. Now, you can use these with the mini heat press, you can use them with the dry iron, and you can also use them with your heat press. Now, your heat press, you want 140 degrees for 15 seconds, no longer, and that will transfer that onto your projects. So you've got that one. You've got this one with the little kittens. I love this one at the bottom where it looks like they're diving out with the paint pot, because that's the sort of thing kittens would do, wouldn't it? Get into a paint pot. They would, wouldn't they? So you've got that one. You've then got those. I like the little ones at the bottom. They're super cute, aren't they? Look at those. Oh, you can just see the mischief in the faces, can't you? And then look at that. That's my favourite. Look at the colour of the eyes, the colours of the ears, just inside, and then that collar of colour that just comes through. And then you've also got that one as well where they're sat in a puddle of paint. Love those. Shop Cats, $11.99 will get you all of those. Now, we've also got these animals for you. So you've got your giraffe and your little monkeys down there. They're gorgeous, aren't they? These would be great on little baby grows, wouldn't they? Little monkeys. These would be fab. I'd just go out and buy some really inexpensive t-shirts and put these on them for the summer. Because if you went out and bought something with this, you'd pay a lot more than you would just for a plain t-shirt. You've also got your cheetah on here and your bear. Look at the detail in the fur. You can tell how thick and warm that coat is, can't you? It's just so clever. Shop Wild, $6.99 will get you those too. Now, we also have some hearts for you for Valentine's Day. This is gorgeous, isn't it? So you've got your roses. I bet they're a pretty penny now in the supermarkets. I had a bit of a rant about that the other day when I was on air, because it really annoys me that they put the price up at red roses up by an astronomical amount just for Valentine's Day. I'm like, that's just wrong. Anyway, it is what it is. So you've got your reds in there. You've also got your lilies in there as well. Love that. The vibrancy of the colour on these is superb. Look at that. I've actually asked if we can have these as SVG files for Scan and Cut with decoupage layers, because I think they're absolutely stunning. I want to use them in my paper craft. And then we've also got the tulips in there as well. Aren't they just gorgeous? So if you want those, Shop Floral, $11.99 will get you those. Now, if you prefer this type of colour, we've got these for you. See, that I love as well, because it's got purple and red in there, my two favourite colours together. So this one is Shop Heart, $11.99. You've got that one with the wildflowers. That looks like somebody's gone up in the air or a drone and taken a picture above a wild poppy field. It's absolutely gorgeous. You're then getting your yellows and your whites in there with your daisies and your buttercups. And then you're also going to get your blues and your oranges in there as well. Shop Heart, $11.99 will get you those. Then we have, see, I can't choose. I need all of these because they're fab. Look at that. How gorgeous is that as an image? Look at the little rosy chubby cheeks. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, look. The little nose as well. Then you've got, love that, Espresso Your Creativity. How cool is that? With the paint palette and the splashes of the coffee and the paint. Then you've also got a serenading. And so you look at that and you know, just from the stance, that he's tapping that foot to keep count. Isn't it clever? Really clever. And then you've also got your little gnomes in the garden as well. Shop Gnome, $11.99 will get you those. And then we've got these. I love this. I want to do a t-shirt where I've got that one on and Alice has got that one on. That one reminds me of the grandma out of Moana. Not the clothes, but the face. I think it's absolutely wonderful. Shop Wear, and it's not wear as in wear it, it's wear as in where is it. Shop WHERE, $11.99. Look at that. These are great, aren't they? If you've got children in your family, go out and buy some really inexpensive t-shirts. Give them a wash first with no fabric softener in, so it gets rid of the size that will be on the material. You've got a children's party coming. They can choose their own, and that can be the t-shirt to take home. How much fun is that? Shop Wear, $11.99. And then we've got some positive affirmations. Just short ones, simple ones. Keep going. Be yourself. Believe you can. I am enough. You've got dream big, be happy, never give up, and chase your dreams. You've got life's too short, time to shine, make today amazing, make it happen. You've then got keep it simple, follow your heart, choose joy, and love yourself. Then you've got self-love club, stay positive, good vibes only, I can and I will. And then you've got take the risk, let it be, just breathe, and you are loved. How fabulous are those? Shall we go and do one of these now, and then you can see exactly how they work? Come on, let's go and do this. Let's flip-flop, shall we? Let's do a bit of flip-flopping. Let's make this gift that we're going to give away. We'll come back to the heat transfer vinyl in a little while, but please get that into your baskets because it's flying out, and we're not bringing it back. Right, let's talk about... Let's get one of these bags. Now, these bags have got a very high polyester content. They are made for sublimation, but we're going to use it on this. So if you win and you've got a sublimation printer, you can always sublimate on the other side, which is always good. I've got my big heat press out just because I find it's a really professional way of doing it. You don't need that. If you're doing lots of heat transfer vinyl or you're doing your sublimation, etc., it's a great tool and it makes it much, much quicker and professional because it covers edge to edge with the heat. But you can use a dry iron. If you're going to use a dry iron, please work on a hard surface like a glass mat with a piece of fabric over the top. Don't do it on an ironing board because an ironing board has a grid in it to let the steam come through, and you won't get that complete coverage, that complete contact, which is what you need. Right, let's have a look at which ones are we going to use. See, there's too many now. I think we'll do this flower first of all, and then we might have some kittens on it as well. So I'm going to take my, have I got any scissors, Amber? Please, as I need to cut off this bit. There'll be some on, maybe some on my desk. What you want to do with these is make sure that you remove the writing, because as we found out the other day, it will transfer onto your projects. Thank you, darling. I need to keep them in my pocket, but I'll forget and sit down and then I'll be in trouble, won't I? Right, so I'm just going to cut away those words, all right? You can keep that with it. If you've got several of one, keep it with it so you know the code. But other than that, they can just pop into the bin. Right, I'm going to take this foam out of my heat press and I'm going to work on this and then pop that in there. So I'm going to tuck the handles underneath like that. And I'm going to position this where I want it to be. So let's get it straight this way first of all, like that. That works. Get those handles out the way. And then you can flatten it out and decide where you want your project to go. So I'm going to put this in the middle. put it up there actually because I might add another couple of things on. Right, Teflon sheet. Now tape it down, all right? It's not worth risking it. You don't want it to move. It's not too bad if you're using a heat press. Now I've got to find the end. If you're using a heat press because it's pressing down. But if you're using an iron, I would definitely recommend using this heat resistant tape. I always want to call it heat reactive, but it's not. Right, get my scissors, I can't find the end now. We need to start saving this so that we turn it over and then it's easier. Because trying to find this on air is not fun. I'm just going to get under there. Please don't do this at home. Because I've got a sharp blade right against my hand, but I need to make it work. And my nails won't find it. There we go, right, got it. Right, so you only need a small amount of this. It's a one-use tape, all right? So don't try and reuse it because it doesn't work. Right, I'm just going to get that bit there. And then I'm going to hold that with my scissors. Come on off. There we go. And then I can tuck that underneath like that. Because I don't want to do that again. Right, there we go. Right, let's get a little bit of this tape now. And set up your composition. You know, decide what you want where. Lay it all out, design it, and then once you go in, you know that you're right. Right, so I'm going to pop this inside here now. It's already up to temperature. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move that a little bit further forward like that. I'm going to put a Teflon sheet over the top. This is important, all right, because you don't want that transfer to stick to your heat press. We're going to put that on top. We're going to pull that down nice and firmly, push it down, and then just press start. And in 15 seconds, that will have bonded it to that bag. It's brilliant, isn't it? I love it. And we're bringing you lots of different ones. We are eventually going to get our own printer. But for now, we are literally working with the manufacturer that's over the road. It makes me smile, that. So press the little green button. I find it easy to put my fingers on top of the little knob there and pull the handle up. That works better for me. And then when you bring this out, just leave it to cool for a minute or two. David normally has a glass mat, and there was one on my table, and I moved it. There we go, see? And just move it around that glass mat. The glass will cool it down quicker. As soon as that glue is activated, it wants to bond, but you just want it to cool down. See, that's now completely cool. Glass mat, brilliant for that. Absolutely brilliant. Right, now look at this. The quality of that is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Look at that on there. How fabulous is that? Isn't it? Look at that. We need to do another one. Right, let's make the gift. Oh, flipping heck. It's a day today. Every day's a day. Right, let's put this over here. Told you. Gremlins. We've got gremlins coming out of the cupboards. Thank goodness they're not interfering with the technology though today, which is always good. We don't like it when it does that, do we? Right, let's just, don't forget to type the word win, because this is going to go to one of you. Right, I don't know whether you're cat or dog people, or maybe none, so I'm not going to put that one on. I think this might look quite nice. Espresso your creativity, because it looks like all the flowers are bursting out at the top. I like that. Let's do this one, and then we'll look at heat transfer vinyl for you as well. Right, a little bit more tape. Scissors. It is definitely worth using this. Remember, Melanie, to cut the words off. Nearly. I nearly did a David then. If you didn't see us last night, we did an event. It was absolutely brilliant. And for the last half an hour, David and I did 30 products in 30 minutes. And we were bang on time. I just want to put that out there. But David's opening to that was epic. It was like he was an auctioneer. And he just did it all one breath. You need to watch it back because it was absolutely fabulous. It was really fun. I don't know how he did it. He just literally went for it. I'd have been gasping on the floor. Right, let's put that back in here now. Now we need to remember that the Teflon sheet also needs to go over the existing transfer that is on there. All right, you do not want your heat plate to touch that. So make sure that your Teflon sheet is big enough to cover it all over. And then push down and press like that. Press start, 15 minutes. If you're going to do it with a dry iron, like I said, do it on a hard surface, press lift it and move. Don't do that. Don't iron it, press it. You need that heat source to come from the top. 3 seconds. Tell you what, this is a business in a box, this little thing, isn't it? It's great. Fingers on top. I find it easy to stand up because I'm only little. And then we've got another one. So remove your Teflon, and you can feel that if that had stuck to that, it would have been absolutely ruined. So please remember your Teflon sheet, all right, always. And I'll turn it over, just run it around the glass mat, which will cool it down instantly, like that. And then we can flip it over, peel off the tape, and there, look at that. Oh, love that. Look, it's like he's painted. Look, it's like he's done a painting and all the splats from the coffee cup have come out and made the flowers. How lovely is that? Oh, I'm happy with that. Right, type the word win. We're going to give this away. Okay? There you go. Right, come with me. Let's go and get some heat transfer vinyl. Let's just go through this again, because if you've got a Scan and Cut, Cricut, Silhouette, anything like that, this is our heat transfer vinyl. We went to an industry standard company for this called Marathon. You'll know Marathon Threads if you're a sewer. Top of their game. And we bought it in big sheets, but they were a little bit, they weren't expensive, but you'd have to spend quite a bit of money to get lots of different colours. And we had 15 different colours. So what we've done, got to the end of the line, we've cut them down to 10-inch squares. So you're going to get 15 different colours of your heat transfer vinyl. So you can cut this on your Scan and Cut. I'm presuming you can cut it on Cricut and Silhouette. I'm sure you can. And you're getting all of these fabulous colours in that size of square. Now the top here is almost your transfer tape. So if you're going to cut words, names, anything like that out of this, you need to reverse it. And then you weed it from the back, and then you turn it over and you iron it. All right. So this, brilliant value for money. Shop set, $19.99 instead of $44.85. Half the stock is now gone. If there's any left, I'll put it on the shows on Tuesday. And we'll do a more detailed demonstration on it, but please get that into your baskets, because it's a great way of personalising. Whether it's going onto the kids' t-shirts, whether it's school, whatever it is, you've got the ability to be able to do that. And on your SDX 1200, there are some applique designs that are done in layers of colour. You could do that with this as well, which is super cool. Right, now then, let me talk to you about some downloads. We've been bringing you tattered lace USBs for Scan and Cut for a long time. I think it was about 18 months into the journey. And what we did was so right back to the beginning, 10 years ago when we launched Scan and Cut in America, I didn't know Stephanie that well then. I'd certainly never worked with her very much. And she was heading up Tattered Lace, which was one of the most, well, I think, the most iconic brand that we've ever had in craft, because it completely changed die cutting. It changed craft, because it didn't matter how long you've been crafting, you still got the same result. And it's a beautiful brand. And thank goodness it's come back with a bit of a bang of a start this year as Tattered Lace. And what we did was so Stephanie came to me and she said, right, Melanie, I was like, I've got my full name, so I knew it was important. She said, what we're going to do is say, if you buy a Tattered Lace die and you run it through your die cutting machine and you cut it out of a piece of black card, you can then scan that design in, save it to the machine's memory, and then resize them and play around with them. She was the only person that came to me and said it. There was another company, the demonstrator got involved and kiboshed it. However, we also found that when we were doing them for Scan and Cut, so first of all, you still had to buy the die, right? So that didn't quite work. And I went to a meeting in Manchester with Brother. The guys had flown over from Japan. And we sat around this big boardroom table, and they typed in, and on the screen came their new designs for the design cards. And my face, when my mouth shuts, the subtitles come on. So I'm sat there with all these guys. And I looked at them and I went, yeah, okay. And they looked at me and went, you don't like? I went, well, do you know your machine can do this? And I typed in Tattered Lace. And all of these designs came up and they went, our machine will cut that. It's like, yeah. And they actually bought the artwork from Tattered Lace and sold it worldwide. So we started to do them on USBs, and that was a massive job for us because there is a line width limitation and a turning point limitation with the blade on your Scan and Cut, right? So we had to go back and rework them all. We also had to make them less detailed in some cases, like take detail lines out, because we wanted it to open on every single Scan and Cut we've bought you, and that's exactly what they do. So we've revisited these and we're bringing them to you today. Is it all four for £24.99? £6.25. Right, if you haven't got these already, you need these in your life. Now you can cut these out of your heat transfer vinyl. Just because they're detailed doesn't mean it won't work. It just means that you'll spend longer weeding them out. I actually really like weeding them out, I'm not going to lie. Really like it. Okay, so this is your first set. You've got your lace tuck-ins, your borders, your corners, your doilies. You've got different petals that you can make into florals, these pockets, individual elements. Now we know if we take these into Canvas Workspace and we remove detail lines, because it can't divide a line, a lot of these you can start to play around and manipulate. I'm not going to say all of them because some of them won't, but 99.9% of them you can play around with. Flourishes in there. Then you've also got, look at your edges. You've got a label shape there. You've got a flower shape there. Another one there. Foliage, flourishes. Look at that. The detail around the edges. We were talking about this the other day on Tuesday shows because we didn't have any new SVG files this week. We were talking about the Tattered Lace Micro Studio, and a lot of you bought that because of the outside edges, because then you've got a set of nesting shapes, card shapes, apertures, frames. This is tremendous value for money. You can emboss them, draw them, foil them, paper pierce them. Think about that, all pierced with your paper piercing kit. Now, I know, unless you've already been on the website and bought them, we have a couple of the vinyl transfer, not the vinyl transfers, the vinyl blades. They starter kits for your SDX. We've got 2 in stock, I think, unless they've already gone, but check them out if you've been waiting for one. The vinyl blade on this for the Scan and Cut is absolutely phenomenal. All right, so you're not going to use your vinyl blade for your heat transfer because it's thicker. You're going to use your vinyl for your fine vinyl that we bring you. Right, I need to tell you, 85% of the heat transfer vinyl is now in people's baskets and allocated. That means we've only got 15% left. Please put it in your baskets. Please check your baskets out. So that's your first one, all right? Then you've got this one. Now this is going to be great with this because you've got fonts in here. You've got washing lines with fonts. You've got separate alphabets. You've got numbers. You've got ampersands. You've got your ordinals in there. You've got one that looks like Roman numerals. Great for dads. Look at that. Hero, you've got in there. All of those different ones, so you can make up your own sentiments. You've got some special pop-up cards in there as well. And then you're also going to get all of this lot as well. Alphabets, invaluable. If you ever see alphabets as SVG files, buy them because you can resize them, you can draw them, you can foil them, you can emboss them, you can do all those incredible things. So that's your second one that you're going to get. Your third one, I'd pay $24.99 for this, I'm not going to lie. Look at your edges, your distressed edge hearts, ovals, your detailed patterns with your lace, your scrolls, your torn edges, your decal edges, all of these different ones. I'm not even looking at the detail, I'm looking at the edges because nested gives you so many different options. Look at all of these with that beautiful open scallop around the edge. That as a label shape, you've got that in at least 280 different sizes. You've got the diamonds in there, the hearts. If you haven't got these, please treat yourself because for $24.99, down from $99.96, each one of these collections I'm showing you should be $24.99 each. You're getting them for £6.25 today. Please don't miss out on this. You've got tuck-ins, your scribbles in here. Those in vinyl look amazing. And then if you've got the pens that we had on the multi-surface pens, or the metallic acrylics that we had on the colour show yesterday, you put that in vinyl, normal vinyl, onto a piece of our construction weight acetate, colour behind with your metallics. You can then string them and put them in your windows like sun catchers. They're gorgeous. So all of these, this one for me, I would happily pay that price for, because you've got so many different edges and shapes that you can use. And then look at these, all these that cut into your card. So these with your flower of the month, just your flower of the month down the side, this cut out as an inlay, flower of the month, sentiment, job done. But look at all of these patterns in panels, labels. Look at all these different, you have to have this if you haven't already got it. Please don't miss out on that. Do they work on a CM600? Absolutely. Every 900, absolutely. Every single scan and cut that I have ever bought you, from the CM600 right the way through to the SDXs, these will open and work on every single one. Do you know how I know? Because our team tested every single one. And I don't mean tested them on a computer. We cut every single one out. That's how meticulous we are. Now that, I have no words for that. That is absolutely superb value for money. Right, final one, sentiments. Now, if you want to do these out of your heat transfer vinyl, just remember to flip it, weed it, and then I turn it over and iron it on. Look at these, all your sentiments in here. These are great. Maybe you're going to a wedding and they want a big piece done. Also, can I just say, SVG files for your Glowforge. Just putting that out there as well. If you've got one of those, Stephanie and I have got a show with that tomorrow. You've got all your individual words, so you can make your sentiments. You've got tags. You've got ovals with beautiful detail into them. And then you've got all of those as well. Those on a box frame with lights in look great. A vinyl, again, is superb with that. So you've got all of that coming to you today as a digital download. So first of all, there's no postage. And secondly, it's instant. So you can be doing that this afternoon. And I would spend an afternoon just going in like shapes like this, bringing on the original shape, create a couple of outward offset lines and a couple of inward offset lines for each one, and then group them together, and then you can scale them up and down. You have got so many different options with that deal. Normally $99.96, today $24.99. Now I'm going to come to another one for you. This, superb. So we did this, it's called Make It Your Own. And it's all about personalisation. And what we did was we gave you 6 sentiments. So, no, we didn't. Let me think about this. We did best wishes, happy anniversary, happy birthday, congratulations, and good luck. And we did them in 13 different fonts. We also did all the matte lays for you. I thought that seemed like a funny number. We did them in 20 different fonts, even better, with the matte layers. So all you need to do is put these on your scan and cut, plug the USB in, cut them out of vinyl, and vinyl, you can go tiny. If you've ever seen me cut that 6mm snowflake with absolute precision and accuracy, vinyl with your scan and cut, go and get that vinyl starter kit because it's absolutely superb. So all of those you get in all those different fonts, 20 different fonts, and you can resize and scale them all with the matte layers. Then you're also going to get alphabets. So you've got uppercase, lowercase, and numbers in 20 different fonts. So you're going to get all of this in all those different sizes that you can cut from your heat transfer vinyl. Personalisation was massive last year. It's going to be even bigger this year. Look at this. What a beautiful font to use. Seriously, guys, when we bring you digital files like this is quite circus theme, isn't it? Fairground theme. When we bring you files like this and we've slashed the prices, please get them in your baskets. We're building a digital library. You've got uppercase, lowercase, numbers in here as well. All of these different ones. Look at all this lot. fonts. Now you imagine if you bought all of those as dies, it would cost you hundreds, if not thousands of pounds, and you'd have them in one size. With the Scan and Cut, you've got those in whatever size you want, obviously up to the size of your mat. So you can make big banners, or you can do teeny, teeny, tiny writing for personalisation in bullet journals and everything in between. Shop Digital, $12.99 for 20 sets of sentiments and 20 alphabets, all with the mat layers. Tremendous value for money. Now, something else that's really cool, right? Now, I don't sew. I really want to learn. I was going to do it last year because I bought myself a sewing machine and I haven't had time. It's always time for me, I'm afraid, because we're busy. This is brilliant. So if you've got something like a t-shirt, stay there, Becky, I'm coming back because I have a t-shirt. That Mr. Waits nicked all my t-shirts out my cupboard. Little horror. Now, we did this the other day because this was the one that Amber said, it was called Yam. I love it. Honestly, I love that girl. I said to you, didn't I, last week? If I had a daughter and she turned out like you, I'd be delighted. So I do love her, but she's funny, very funny.
So about
1/4. 1/4. She swears at me every time I say it. What was the other one that you did yesterday? Oh, when she tried to, when I asked us to take away £6.54 from £7.54, and she did it on a calculator. And then she went, that was a bit dim, wasn't it? I was like, just a bit, Amber, but brilliant. Love the girl. Right, now then. So this is all about centering. So if I take children's or youth front, and I put that round the collar, it tells you exactly where the centre is. Now, you would think when you look at that, yeah, all right, pretty central. It's not. Look at that. So you get your ruler for centering. So that middle of that M should be over here, not over there. And then you've got your other measurements to be able to do this. Now you get the rulers for the fronts, the backs. You get adult back, children's back. You get youth back. You get adult front, children front. You get V-neck back, V-neck front, and youth front. So you get all of them. If you're serious about doing transfers on t-shirts and clothes, treat yourself to that, because that's going to stop any frustration. If you're running a business where you are printing t-shirts and you've got a business in a box going at home, this, game changer, because it will give you absolute accuracy. Shop guide, $24.99 will get you that. Is that bit, or is it this bit as well, Amber, isn't it? Is it? Yeah. So you're getting all of those. Blimey, this is a better deal than I thought. You're getting all of those. You're then going to get your shirt alignment. Is that right? Is that one, this one with it? Looks like it on the picture, doesn't it? I'm just looking at the price and wondering how we're doing it. Shirt alignment ruler. So you get infant, toddler, youth, and adult for your V-necks and your round necks in that one as well. This is cracking. You then also, I'm going to get this because I want to do a load of t-shirts for Alice for summer. It's what? Oh, well done. You also get a roll of the heat resistant. I always want to say heat reactive. I always have to pause. You're going to get a full roll of that. A proper tape measure, not a paper one, proper one. And you're also going to get a full wheel of pins in there as well. Right, I need to tell you all the heat transfer vinyl is now allocated in people's baskets. Please don't miss out on that. Definitely don't miss out on those tattered lace downloads because that's stonking value. Right, now then, we've got a little set here as well. So if you like to protect your hands when you're using heat, these are great. They've also got that rubber grip on it. So if you're using something like a heat press and you're putting your hands in and out like that, the last thing you want to do is catch your hand on that plate because it is, well, it's 140 degrees. My mum used to have something like this for the Aga because she was always catching herself on the Aga door. Little tip for you, if you're not allergic to it, if you ever burn yourself, lavender oil stops the pain like that. My dad, it's not a nice story this, but I'm going to tell you. my dad used to run an industrial heating engineers, and he was always the one that was on call. He didn't let the lads do it, didn't let the men that worked for it. He did it himself. He was did it properly, my dad. And he went in, he got a phone call one Saturday morning. There's a slipper factory called Newman's in Blackburn, and they had a leak. One of the pipes had burst. And he went down and he managed to fix that leak. And as he did it, the hot pipe blew. And the only thing he could do to stop it, because it was the stock room, was that. I know, Becky, you should have seen it. Seriously, I've never seen a burn like it. He came home, obviously in absolute agony. It was literally like an egg. He couldn't drive because he couldn't change gear. And the district nurse came out and she drained it, and she put on this cream that was created for the soldiers during the Falkland War, and it had lavender in it. And I swear to God, within 2 days, you couldn't even tell that he burnt himself. You couldn't even tell. Lavender. It's brilliant for burns. There you are. Every day's a school day. Say what?
It was used for the wars.
Absolutely. Seriously, it's brilliant. And you know, that pain's horrible when you burn yourself, isn't it? Instant, stops it. It's fabulous. Right, so you're going to get your gloves. You're also going to get your heat resistant, to think about it every time, tape. You're also going to get a couple of little burnishes down as well. So if you're putting things down, you want to get them completely flat. You've got a plastic one and one that's got this lovely soft fabric on. You've also got this one, cutter. You've got this fabulous pair of scissors. Debbie says they have these at home, and I'm a proper scissors snob, honestly, to the point that when I started working with Stephanie and the team over the road at iHub, I bought all the creative department a pair of EK Success scissors because they cut right to the tip. You know what? So do these. Look at that. I'm going to go less if I can. Look at that. These are brilliant. Fabulous, aren't they? That's how I test a pair of scissors. You also get the little guard that goes in there, and then you've got your dressmaker pencils and a little pencil sharpener in there, and your Teflon sheet. Shop kit, $24.99 will get you that little lot. Right, do I need to go back to anything, Amber?
We can go back to the transfers. I didn't want to get it wrong from the other one.
What are they called over there? Says the producer of the show. Oh, Amber, I love you. Right. Funny. It's like Alice said to her, bought some roller boots for Christmas. And they live like 10 minutes walk from a park. So she goes with Jack, because Jack's much older than Alice. So he takes her in the park. So I said to her when I saw her, I'm going to lay these out and then you can be shopping while I'm talking. I said to her, how are you getting on with your roller boots? She went, it took me about an hour and a half to get home from the park because she's proper cautious. I was like, okay, so why didn't you just go to the park in your trainers? She said, I did, with your roller boots in your backpack. She's like, right, and then you get changed at the park and then you put your trainers back on before you walk home. She went, that's a really good idea, Nana. I went, I know, it's called common sense. And she just looked at me and she went, I ain't got none of that. I was like, brilliant. Right, Shop Cats is going to get you all of these. How lovely is that image? I love these with the bright colours. Talk about brightening a mood and bringing colour into your life. This is fabulous. Right, Shop Cats will get you those for $11.99. Your next set is going to be your flower hearts. I love these. Don't forget to type win. You've got a few minutes before we give away that bag. Look at these. Half the stock of this now allocated and in people's baskets. That is beautiful. That on a black t-shirt or back of a black denim jacket would look absolutely gorgeous. So those are your Shop Floral, $11.99. I have asked if we can have them as SVG files. Planted the seed. I just need to water it a bit more now. Good at that. Now then, we've got our animals. So you've got your bears, your cheetahs, and you've also got your little monkeys and your giraffe. That coming out of a pinny pocket. Oh, I love that. Or the bottom of a t-shirt. That was great, isn't it, for a bit of fun. Shop Wild, $6.99. We've now got different florals for you as well. So if you prefer your blues and oranges, buttercups and daisies, wild poppies, beautiful that's my favourite. And then also your floral in here with your purples and your reds. I love those. That red and purple together are beautiful. It's got to be the right red and the right purple. Both got to be blue based, but I love it. Right, those four. Shop Heart, $11.99. Now these only launched. When did we launch these, Amber?
What day are we on?
Thursday.
Monday, Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
must have been Tuesday.
I have no idea. But they were really busy. So check these out. Gnomes. These would be nice if you've got a pin, like an apron or an overcoat that you wear in the garden. Something like that. They'd be nice on those. You've got the little serenading gnome. You've got Espresso Your Creativity. And you've also got that one with the most beautiful little face. I love the face on that. Look how happy they are. Tuesday. I didn't even know what day it was today when I woke up. Then we've got our gnomes. You lose track because you come in here, in here most of the day. You come in the dark, go home in the dark, and then I'm like, what day is it today? I can always tell Tuesdays because it's scan and cut day. After that, forget it. Father's Day gnome, says Fran. Absolutely. Great for that. Aren't they fab? Right, so you've got those. And then last but by no means least, you've got Take the Risk, Let It Be, Just Breathe. I do that a lot. Right, just stop, breathe, take a breath. You are loved. I can and I will, love that. Good vibes only, stay positive, self-love club. You've got Keep It Simple, Follow Your Heart, Choose Joy and Love Yourself. All positive affirmations. Life's too short. Exactly. Time to shine. Make today amazing. That's a good one. Life's too short. Make today amazing. Time to shine. Make it happen. Love that. You've then got Dream Big, Be Happy and Never Give Up. Actually, that's really nice as one thing, isn't it? Those three. And then you've got Keep Going, Be Yourself, Believe You Can, and I Am Enough. Correct. Correct. Right, you want those? Shop quotes, $17.99 will get you those. Right, Amber, shall we draw a winner? Winner of the bag. Let's bring in the bag. Look at that. How lovely is that? Winner is Yvonne Marsh. Well done, Yvonne. You'll get a message from us. Claim your prize within 48 hours, my lovely, and that will be winging its way to you. Perfect, that, isn't it? Flowers, paint, creativity. Exactly what we do here at Highlight Crafts. Now then, brace yourselves. 6 o'clock tonight, outrageous outlet. Oh yes, we're doing another one. If you saw it last week, we had to put 2 shows together because you bought it up before we went to air. So, ready, steady, sharp. I'll see you at 6 o'clock. Have a lovely afternoon. I'm going to get some food. I'm starving. See you in a bit.